We're going to look at how the students in my class are answering reading response questions. When we're answering the questions that I ask from any sort of text, be it science, social science, so nonfiction, or fiction, we try to look at using an A.P.E organizer. A is an acronym. It stands for A is the answer. So they're looking to answer any sort of question I give them. P is for text proof. So what text proof proves your answer? And E is for extend, which means either make a relate or a connection to your text proof, which is like to your answer. So all three pieces actually tie together really well. When we look at the test questions on EQAO, most of the reading questions have the sentence, use text proof and your own ideas to explain. The use text proof is self-explanatory. It's look for the text proof. The own ideas part is a little bit more open-ended, I guess, and it's really asking the students to make a relate or a connection to the test. So that's the E part. So let's look at one of the questions that we might answer in class, and we actually have answered this one quite recently. This question says, what was Charlie's favorite smell? So we're reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Charlie has a favorite smell in the book. And we're asking the students to use proof and then their own ideas. So how do you relate to this part of the book that you read? So a proper answer here might be, I know that Charlie's favorite smell is chocolate. There is the answer part. Then the students would keep writing. How do they know this? In the text, Charlie kept walking by Wonka's factory, and every time that he did, he would raise his nose so that he could smell the chocolate. That's some pretty good text proof right there, because that's what it says in the story. He raised his nose because he loved that smell. Now the students need to look for a relate. This is the tricky part. This one's quite simple if they think about cooking, baking at home, things they like when they walk past candy shops, things like that. I'm going to put a nice simple one that has to do with home. It reminds me of my mom baking cookies. I love the smell, so I would go into the kitchen so that I could enjoy the smell, just like Charlie enjoyed the smell of chocolate when he walked past the factory. This is a pretty more in-depth answer, but we're looking for the students to get something along the lines of this. And they may have more or less words. They may have different relates. It all depends on what have they experienced in their life. So their relate is on what sort of book can this make you remember, what sort of movie might you've seen, or what have you experienced that you can relate to or connect to based on your answer.